Hi, I'm Rob Rader, and this is the third video in the Getting Started with Slap Bass series. Today we're going to add some new articulations, some hammer-ons and pull-offs, and some slides to the thumb and pop notes we learned to make in the first two videos. A hammer-on is a really easy and simple way of getting a new note without doing anything with your right hand. All you do is put another finger down on the fretboard when you've got a note ringing out already. So if I pop my 7th fret note, put a finger down on the 9th fret, there's my hammer-on, and it's really that simple and easy. It gives you a different sound from if you'd actually hit the second note with the right hand, and are two different sounds using the same notes, so it gives you more ways of generating more types of sound, and it also lets you go a little quicker than you could if you were just playing notes with the right hand, because you can kind of intersperse left and right hand notes. Can quickly become, and you can get all kinds of ridiculous helicopter, weed whacker, machine gun sounds going on from that pretty easily. So some simple exercises to get started with making some hammer-ons. You could hit a thumb note with the open E string, pop the 7th fret on the G, and hammer on to the 9th fret. And once you feel like you've got that sequence happening, go ahead and try it with some time. If you can do that on the G string, it's just as easy to do it on the D string. And if you can do that, you can maybe work with both strings and have something like this happening. And if I'm playing a lick like that, it sort of feels like after the third time, the fourth go-round needs a little punctuation at the end of the musical sentence. Let's try that out. A pull-off is just the opposite of a hammer-on. Fret a note anywhere, play it, pull that finger off the string, and you get the note that's fretted behind it. You can do it with an open string, or with 2 fretted notes, and it works just as well with thumb notes. Reasons for learning it are exactly the same as with the hammer-on. It gives you a different sound. This is one thing. This is something else, even though the notes are exactly the same, so it gives you a bigger tonal palette to work with. And that kind of speedier stuff can happen if you're willing to practice a little bit too. We can do the same type of exercises with the pull-offs that we've been doing with the hammer-ons. I'll hit the open E string, pop the 9th fret, and pull off to the 7th fret note. Here's how it sounds in time. We could also combine the G string and the D string, do something like this. Articulation for day is a slide, and that's exactly what it sounds like. Wherever you've got a fretted note, slide that finger up or down the fretboard. Once again, it's just a different type of sound. If I do this, that's one sound. If I do this, it's a different sound, even though I'm playing the same notes. So practice in just the same way that we did with the hammer-ons and pull-offs. Here's a little bit of time to work with. If you're comfortable playing thumb notes, pop notes, hammer-ons, pull-offs, and slides, you can combine those techniques and get a bunch of interesting licks working. You'll probably find that pentatonic scales work beautifully with this type of articulation. An E pentatonic minor has an E, a G, an A, a B, and a D and an E, and then maybe the same notes an octave higher. So we can put on some time and experiment, see what we can come up with.